Welcome to another episode of Remember the Great Sports. This is another Olympics episode where I'm going to share some stuff with you in my collection that is Olympic related. I am really happy to show some of this stuff off. I've been really debating on showing this stuff off for quite some time, and I thought, well, I think the perfect time to do that is when the Olympics happen. Well, as you know, most of the viewers that are watching this know that the Olympics were postponed in 2020, so the next week or two I'm going to share stuff with you out of my collection that is Olympic related to celebrate the Olympics that didn't happen in 2020 and hopefully are able to return in 2021. So this will be a really short video because I don't have a lot to show, but I don't want to deceive you with what this book says. But this says Baseball Card Collection is completely inaccurate. This is actually a collection of old cigarette and tobacco cards that I've had for years, and I bought a lot of these for whatever reason. I just got really into collecting these for a little while, about 20 years ago or so, and I bought some random lots of cigarette cards that I think were just like random, meaning that the seller sold me 50 cigarette cards for, $10 or something like that. They were like 10 cents a piece or something when the math, but I'm not going to go through this entire album, but I just wanted to show you what was in here. Maybe we'll go through this some other time. If you guys want to see that, let me know down in the comments, but these aren't really that valuable because they're not really depicting anything other than historic events. And I have some in here that have like buildings and flowers, and we'll call them the Allen and Ginter cards of the era. So I'm just going to skip ahead because about halfway through this album, and here's some historic figures. About halfway through this album, there's some cars, whatever, is some German Olympic cards. And yes, I said German. And I'm just going to pull one of these out for you and show you the back. And I try to keep them protected the best that I can, but these are paper thin. As you can see, that one's got a little warping to it, but this is some, I can't read German, but this is celebrating the 1936 Olympics that were in Germany. And I'm assuming this might be a German athlete. So I'm not really sure who this is. I'm sure if I wanted to type all this in to Google Translate, I could figure out maybe who that is on that. But some of the uniqueness is that I picked these up and they were really cheap. I mean, I got them, $5-10 maybe for the whole lot, which came out to only a couple bucks a piece. And I remember when I bought these at the time, it wasn't because I was interested in getting these because they're Olympic related, but I'll show you in a second what I'm talking about. And here's some track and field ones, and if you look really close on the back of these cards, I'll pull this one out down here in the corner. Let me go back to this one just so I can show it to you again. But here's some track stars on this card right here. And I'm going to go to this one down here in the corner. I'm going to pull it out and show it to you. But these two right here are the reason that I bought the lot. And this is actually Jesse Owens. This is actually a German tobacco card featuring Olympic great Jesse Owens. And there's also one right there as well. So I bought these before cards were graded. I have no idea what this set is. This certainly would be a candidate if I were to grade something to send in the PSA or Beckett to get authenticated, because these are really in great shape for their age. I certainly hope they're real. For all I know, that could say reprint down there at the bottom, but at the time I was under the impression they were real, And even if they aren't, I still think they're pretty cool. So I didn't get hurt if they aren't real. So this next page has some boxers on it. I thought that was pretty neat. Again, it looks like some more track stars maybe on this one. And again, I paid maybe $5-10 for the whole lot, if I recall. And as you can see, I got a nice little collection of those. But, you know, as I said, I'm the proudest that I have some Jesse Owens in there. And I'm not really sure, that could be Jesse there as well. I know he wasn't the only African American. It's Archie Williams on this one. So that's an Archie Williams Olympic card, technically. And Archie, this one's got a little bend in it, of course, but Archie Williams was also an awesome, awesome athlete back in the day from Team USA. So, very cool. Tell me what you guys think. Very neat collection of old school German postcard / tobacco cards. Look forward to your comments below. Hope you enjoyed this Olympic video.